Hi everybody, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel, Hallmark Plus More, where we watch and talk about shows, movies, mysteries, Hallmark ornaments, and anything else that floats our boat. So today we're going to be reviewing Tracker Season 2, Episode 4. It airs on CBS, starring Justin Hartley as Coulter Shaw. So this was a great episode. You go to this resort. They're having a corporate leadership summit at this little fancy, resort. And Rennie is there with her date, Elliot, which I kind of like that dynamic. I mean, obviously, if you've seen my videos, you know I won't Coulter to end up with Rennie because their chemistry together is just unmatched. I love that. So I love this dynamic that Coulter's like, oh, you're with a date. Who's Elliot? And, he's a little, I wouldn't say jealous, just curious about, how that's going. So I like that little side note. But the case is about a missing CEO. Her wife, Greg, was the one who reported her missing. Quinn was the one that was missing. So it's interesting to see because you see blood in the bathroom and you're like, oh, was she taken? Was she kidnapped? And then Coulter goes in and goes, no. It looks like she was frustrated. That was her hitting the glass with her fist, and she kind of left. So that was interesting. And then, of course, you go back to the wife, Gray, and Gray was like, yes, we had a disagreement. So maybe, she had a disagreement with their wife. She goes into the bathroom, gets upset, and leaves. And then you find the footage that the owner, kind of was lying about the footage. And of course, Coulter finds out, he gets with his man, Bobby. I love Bobby. And he figures out that the video's been doctored and they find that footage. So basically, you find that he's involved, that he hid the footage, but he's not behind it, right? Coulter goes to where she was, and finds that there's like boards where there's, I guess, a hidden pond under there. And he finds human remains. So it was like, whoa, wait, I thought we were looking for a missing person. Where are human remains coming from, right? So it looks like the remains have been there for a few months. So then the owner is like just as surprised as Coulter. So it doesn't look like the owner was like in on this, right? So then you're kind of looking for a contractor or somebody who would know about that. And that's where you find Quinn. So, I mean, I'm definitely glad they found her alive. And obviously Coulter gets there right in time. It's a TV show. Of course he does. A little scary there with the wood chipper. But they find Quinn in time. It's sad because, if those families don't know what's going on, right? Well, they were immigrant workers, but they still need closure. Their family still wants to know what happened to them. So I agree with Coulter. It's you want that closure. You know what I mean? It turns out there were more than one body, right? He opens up the barrel and it's a dead body. So anytime anybody loses their life, it's a tragedy, right? And that family needs closure. So if anything, I'm glad at least they can go back and recover all of the remains and at least give those families closure on what happened to their loved ones. It was definitely interesting. The human remains threw me off. When Coulter found the glasses, I was like, okay, those are Quinn's glasses. And then instead of Quinn, he picks up a human foot. And you're like, what? So definitely different, way that I thought it was going. And then when she was upset, right, from her fight with her wife, she goes to the owner and he gives her something to relax, and it's toad venom. And like, toad venom, I mean, that was just weird. Your body's going to react differently to that, of course. So she just stumbles upon them trying to hide the bodies, and I think she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Definitely interesting episode for sure. But I did kind of like that little bit of conflict / jealousy / intrigue with Coulter and Rennie. Because of course Rennie's going to move on, right? I mean, she can't hold out for Coulter, and she doesn't even really have feelings for him. But I just like that dynamic. So definitely think it was a great episode. Love any episode Rennie's in because she's such a great character, and I love her interaction with Coulter. Love Bobby, love Velma, love the way they come together as a group and help Coulter out. So, yeah, the human remains threw me off. I was like, wait, what is this? So, and then Toad Venom. I mean, it was definitely an interesting case. Every scene, it was like, what are you uncovering here? But in the end, as always, I love happy endings. I'm so glad, Quinn was able to reunite with her wife, Gray. And it looks like, they had their differences, but they're going to work those out, of course, as always, as married couples do. So, always a happy ending for sure. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Definitely enjoyed talking with you and reviewing it. Definitely a great show. Thank you so much for watching my videos and subscribing. I appreciate you so much. And until next time, bye.